So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The links will be in the description box below as usual. So I know I took a couple of took a couple of shots with my Pisces video. You can go ahead and check it out that I just dropped. But I want to go ahead and go on record by saying that I know I took a couple of shots, and the reason is because I take spirituality seriously. I actually take it seriously. Spirituality gave me purpose. You know what I mean? 2004, I was 13 years old, suffered from a lot of crazy bullying. Really didn't see a point to living anymore. Not necessarily planning on taking myself out at that time, but I really didn't see a purpose in living, right? Was really having a nihilistic perspective pretty much on everything. And 2005, somebody put me on Sagittarius, somebody put me on to spirituality, and I found my own purpose in investing in myself, in spirituality. So too often times when I see individuals who take this type of stuff, right, like in the tarot reading community, how it is that you'll have people who saying that they trying to help other people with problems, but at the same time, it's like they can't even perceive things from a clear perspective. You can't even understand what someone is referring to, but at the same time, you're going to try to help other people solve their problems. But when someone says something or does something, you can't even clearly cut through the distractions and the BS enough to actually help people. You just fall straight into the BS with the skewed perception, thinking that you really know some stuff. This is the reason why, as I say again, man, like some of these people who take spirituality, regardless of whatever community they're in, man, they don't really, they shouldn't be doing this, because you can't be practicing spirituality and then at the same time, it's like the plumbing that you use as a conduit, which is yourself, is clogged up. You understand what I mean? So comment on the video and like the video. Please subscribe. It will help the algorithm so that my channel gets bigger, as well as the videos to become a lot more popular. So the cards that I come up with for Aquarius is the Magician, the King of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, wow, okay, the Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, wow, very interesting, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, Justice, and Five of Pentacles. A lot of sword cards. Even the Justice has a sword. So what I'm seeing here for the Aquarius, for the Aquarians, is obviously the Six of Cups. Somebody wants to come back. The Magician, King of Cups, Four of Cups. It seems to me as if a lot of you Aquarians some of you Aquarians may want to be with somebody, you know, try to hit somebody up. And this person may want to be with you too, but the thing is that the two of you may not necessarily really have a very good understanding of each other. So if the two of you really do want to be in a relationship with each other, right, then I suggest that you and this person actually need to start raising your communication skills. You're not, like, the most important thing in a relationship is communication. Mercury. Why? Why is that? Because you're bringing two universes together. One person may not necessarily understand the reason why another person is doing or thinking or saying what it is that they are doing or saying. You need communication to actually be able to use communication so that you can clear the air, so that there's no beef in between both partners, generally speaking. So communication, Mercury, is the most important thing. So the Nine of Cups now And the Two of Swords now represents how the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands, it represents you Aquarians, where a lot of you Aquarians really like the person, but you don't know how to you may not necessarily know how to interact with this person, which leaves you stuck, which leaves you with your hands up in the air, like what is it that you would even do next? And then the Four of Swords and then the Eight of Swords represents how this person actually feels the same way about you as well. They really do like you, but you Aquarians may be unique to them, where some of you may not necessarily talk. If you do decide to talk, you may end up saying certain things that they may not necessarily quite understand, right? Because Aquarius can be one of those spiritually inclined zodiac signs. Quiet as it's kept. So as a result of this, the two of you don't really know each other. So the two of you really have to work on really getting to know each other, because if the two of you have a slight understanding of each other, the two of y'all, and this means that the two of y'all need to actually start working on your communication. The Seven of Swords now represents, the Seven of Swords represents how this person as well, right? You need to watch out. I'll say that you need to watch out just in case if this person is trying to trick you into thinking that they want to get back together with you, just so that they can get back at you, right? The Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords represents that they still may be holding on to a certain situation that may have popped up, and they hold grudges. They may potentially be holding grudges against you. And then the Justice and the Five of Pentacles represents how you finally figured out what it is that they're trying to do, and you realizing that the trajectory where the relationship is going is not where it is that you want to be. So this person may try to trick you into thinking that they're interested in you and they do want to get back together with you, but they want to get back together with you because they're on some Page of Wands type stuff, where they really want to get back at you so that they can kind of betray you, basically. And you gotta understand that Aquarius is the 11th house. So Aquarius rules the 11th house, right? 11th zodiac sign, 11th house. So because the Aquarius is the 11th house, the 11th house rules hidden enemies. You understand? The 6th house, which is Virgo, represents known enemies. So the 6th house is the enemies that everyone can see that you know you have. Okay, this is my enemy, plain and simple. It's clear as day. The 11th house represents the enemies that you just have, Aquarius or whatever zodiac sign that you have, that come in the form of friends, past lovers, current lovers, family members. You know what I mean? People who know you on a first name basis at your job type of thing. So you Aquarians have to understand that you have to be wise, right? Pisces, which is the 12th house, represents your own undoing. What it is that you do that gets you to be destroyed up underneath the pressure. So Pisces, or the 12th house rather, specifically represents what causes your undoing. You understand what it is I'm saying? The 5th house represents the ego. So, or the false identity in certain instances, the 5th house does. And see, the 12th house represents the destroying of that false identity, which is what causes the undoing. Because it's that facing of who are you, detached from all that stuff on a personal inner level. And see, this is where it is at Aquarius. Y'all gonna have to figure it out, because you have to become a lot more perceptive when it comes to interacting with people. People are not your friend. Because I'm about to tell a secret about Aquarius. Aquarius a lot of the times will think that even they enemies are their friends. No, they're not. And a lot of y'all need to understand that if someone is going to continue to stab you in the back, and they're not trustworthy at all, you need to learn to actually be able to let these people go forever. because they're not even civil with you enough to understand that their over selfishness can cost them everything. You understand what I'm saying? So let's clarify some of this. Let's clarify the justice. A lot of times people will say, oh, well, some of the stuff that you was talking about is reverse. BS. I call BS on that, because you're not going to grow unless you can admit, like, yeah, certain things I understand. So this whole idea that this whole idea that, you know, when I say Aquarius, you need to take responsibility. Virgo, you need to take responsibility. Pisces, you need to take responsibility. Aries, whatever it is, this idea of, oh, well, it's reverse. Yo, we are not darling angels that never done anything and never done anything. So let's cut that out, okay? Like, y'all claim that y'all want love, but you be seeing the types of people who don't need to be in a relationship because you can't even admit what it is that you done did wrong. And especially if you gonna be in a relationship, not just a relationship, but get your stuff together, right? Get your life together. You need to understand that you can't be the one out here talking about, well, I don't know what it is that I did wrong. That's one of the first steps on how you get towards having a functional relationship, is the ability to admit, yo, I messed up on certain things, right? I messed up on certain things. I could have handled this way better. I should have learned. So to clarify the justice, you have the world, you have the Queen of Imps, and then you have the Queen of Ghosts, which represents how you understood, you started to find out, you had your head on, you started to look at what it is that these people was doing, and you started to understand that these people was up to no good, who was holding on to grudges. So the Queen of Imps and the Queen of Ghosts represents how you realize what they was doing, because again, you're not an idiot, and they was trying to convince you that that's not what it actually was, even though you knew in the pit of your stomach that's exactly what it was, right? So the Five of Pentacles happened. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. If I'm going too fast on a card, just pause it. I'm a Virgo. Speed. You understand? Mercury is the fastest. Second fastest planet in our solar system. The first fastest is the moon. So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Ace of Bats, the Chariot. To clarify the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, so even though you left, this person's still going to be looking at you. This person's still going to be wondering what it is that you're doing. It's just that they know that, you know, they can never pull that type of stuff. Whatever it is that they may have planned again, but they may even try again, some of them. So you need to be on your P's and Q's. What I would suggest you do is that if they try one last time, don't say anything to them. Don't text them. Don't call them. Try your best to not even necessarily see them if that's the case. Just really go about your business, because you really don't want to be in a situation where, you know, you keep messing with these people even though they're up to your destruction. You know what I mean? Let's clarify the Page of Swords. So one of the reasons why it is that I'm so adept in relationships and I'm qualified to talk to you all about relationships and stuff like that in the first place is because of my failures. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because not just of my victories, but of my failures, really learning the name of the game, so to speak, and really how to engage in a relationship that people want to be here type thing. And the way that I was able to do that is through trial and error. So to clarify the Page of Swords, You have the moon, Page of Pumpkins, which has the moon on it, and then you have the Seven of Ghosts. I am using the Halloween Tarot to clarify. I love this Tarot deck. I love all of them. Yeah, like this person, that's what I'm saying. This person is still very much emotional over the things that you Aquarians may have done. Maybe you Aquarians may have, maybe you Aquarians haven't necessarily done anything actively to them. But what you did do is some of you Aquarians may have left. And maybe that's the thing that really got them angry at you, right? Holding on the grudge. Then you have the Page of Pumpkins. The Page of Pumpkins represents how this is a situation for them, right? For them, where as a result of this, this is the only thing that they can think about you since you left. And then the seven of Ghosts represents here that even while it is that they was trying to date other people, or they may have dated other people, the only thing that they could really think about at the end of the day was really you. So you may have people who are obsessed. You may have people who, you know, wanted to get you back type of thing for you leaving. Either way the situation goes, if you ask me, a lot of you Aquarians did the right thing by essentially dipping out. Because love should not be a dark obsession. Love should not be one of those situations where you have to control somebody in order for you to actually claim that you love them. Like I said before, love is not about, actually love is about free will and letting the person choose you. Love is about you wanting someone to do well and their own spiritual, mental, and soulful maturation, right? Financial and everything else, to the point where even if they're not necessarily with you, you're still wishing that. So if someone has to, so if you're taking that you know, if this person's not with me, then I don't love them type of approach, type of stuff, then you're not in love. You never have been in what it actually is supposed to be, and you're really doing yourself a disservice. So that's pretty much it. Comment on this video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.